That's the design system viewer in 3D. It hasn't even finished the chart. I hate the gradient. I mean, this is such a slop, the gradient itself, obviously. Okay, guys, chat GPT 5.5, known as Spud, just dropped. So we are gonna have a look at it, test it against Opus 4.7. So let's go. So the first test we are gonna run, we're gonna compare this to this generation, which is from Opus 4.7, and we'll see how 5.5 is going to actually perform. Okay, we're using Codex. It is currently available in Codex. As you can see, it is GPT 5.5. So I'm gonna just kick this off. We can use also our PRD. So I'm just going to add this to the chat itself and ask it to build it. Okay, so while it is cooking, this week has been, well, pretty dramatic when it comes to OpenAI, because Anthropic has released, so many new features within their ecosystem. So maybe there is a reason why this model is not called GPT 6, but 5.5. Just think about it. Maybe they just felt like they have to release something this week. It has a capability where it can actually check its own work. So it did run the playwright MCP in the background. So let's open this and see what happens. Okay, nice. Well, is it nice? I mean, let's put this side by side. Okay, so on the left-hand side over here, this is Opus 4.7. On the right-hand side, we've got GPT 5.5. And honestly, I think I am super disappointed. It was so hyped. It was so hyped. There's no hero section. It just goes straight into the cards and the animations. Animations work. This section, it looks kind of weird. It's a little bit hard to read. I'm not entirely sure why it would kind of make all of these elements here. I mean, look at this. It hasn't even finished the chart. Let me refresh. Yeah, it hasn't finished the chart, as you can see here. I mean, this on the left-hand side, Opus 4.7 just one-shotted this. One-shotted this. So far, it's not looking good. This section actually reminds me what Opus 4.6 generated. 5.5, I think it's worse than Opus 4.7. These elements, they look so generic. And then the bottom section, guys, just look at this. Like, I mean, there's a little bit of like creativity on the Opus side, even with this element here that is like color coded with the character. Whereas in the GPT 5.5, it is just basic slop. Okay, guys, guess which one is Opus 4.6? Which one is GPT 5.5? I'll give you a second. On the left-hand side, this is Opus 4.6. On the left-hand side, right-hand side, GPT 5.5. I mean, you guys be the judges of this, but to me, even Opus 4.6 looks a little bit better. Okay, let's run an SVG test. Let's see if we can actually generate an SVG. It's nice, it generated an SVG as a file, and you can guys see here. I'm not sure if I like this, to be honest. It didn't really finish the edges here, as you can see. It seems like it's overlapping too much in this section. There should have been a separation, empty space. It doesn't seem also like it is isometric. Seems like the angles are a little bit different. Okay, so we've got our Claude generation. Oh shit, it is actually animating it. Well, we'll come back to this. Let's have a look what we can actually generate with Gemini. Okay, we've got our Gemini SVG generation. I love this. No designers were harmed in the making of this graphic. Yeah, but they might want to take a note. Well done, Gemini. Yeah, they should. Okay, so this is the generation. Probably the most accurate so far. Looks isometric to me. Text looks okay, charts fit inside the cards. It's aware when it comes to like spatial awareness, so it's pretty good at it. Yeah, I'll pick definitely Gemini. So anything to do with graphics, vector graphics, Gemini is your model 100%. Okay, so the generation from Claude might be even worse. Oh my god, for this example, what a mess, what a mess. Maybe it's a good test then. So I guess GPT 5.5 did a better job. Okay, let's try this one. Build a 3D interactive design system viewer as a single page web app using Three.js, HTML, and vanilla JavaScript. 5.5 high. Okay, so it's building the 3D design system viewer, and it's mentioning the images, but there are no thumbnails. This could be just the Codex limitation, but it would be nice to actually see an image. Okay, let's send off the same prompt, build a 3D interactive design, and we're gonna use Opus 4.7 and bypass permissions as we always do because we can, and just send this off. Okay, so we've got our generation from Opus 4.7. That's the design system viewer in 3D. We've got start. Nice. We can change the radius. We can change the color as well. Pretty nice. Okay. So that's Opus. Okay. Then we can work on the, I guess, dialogue as well. Change the radius. Yeah, it did a good job, I would say. Pretty cool. Okay, so we've got the 3D design system viewer done by Codex and GPT 5.5. Let's just open this bad boy here. Okay, let me just open this in Chrome. Okay, so this one is from GPT 5.5, our design system in 3D using Three.js. Okay, so you can click, it zooms in. Okay, it updates the radius. I'm not sure why it gave us this weird element around the button. It should just be a button here. Oh, this is so weird. So it actually changes the secondary and primary buttons from one editor. Not sure I like that actually. Does the input field work? Okay, so the input field doesn't work at all. No, it doesn't. Does the toggle work? It doesn't work, just graphic. Yeah, so you can change the colors, but it's a little bit messy. It's really hard to see. It's cool, you can obviously rotate, but you can do the same in this generation from Opus 4.7, which is nice. I like that. Separation, I think better awareness when it comes to kind of a spatial awareness. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I believe I prefer this generation in terms of like how you interact with it versus this one. Yeah, I think it's overhyped and it's pixelated as well. Okay, I want you to build in one HTML file an operating system, a file explorer, a terminal if we can, a calendar, a clock, and all the standard kind of experience that you can get in something like Windows or Mac OS. Okay, same prompt. We are using Opus 4.7 high, not even extra high, no permissions as always, and just send this off. Okay, so this is our Opus 4.7 operating system. Let's refresh. Web OS. I hate the gradient. I mean, this is such a slop, the gradient itself, obviously. But let's have a look at the functionality. Can we drag these? We're not able to drag them. That's fine. What's inside? So we can double click to open and we get the Explorer itself. Looks pretty basic, but it works. Can we double click? Yeah, so we can actually explore the folders. Can we go back? Yes, we can. Can we open the documents? Nice, we can actually open the documents. Can we edit the documents? Yes, we can. Pretty awesome. And it has been saved apparently. So let's see. Yeah, it did save it. I have no idea where, but it did save it. Can we make it smaller? Can we make it bigger? Perfect. Full screen, minimize. Pretty nice. It minimizes. That's awesome. Terminal. Let's see. Help maybe. Yeah. Okay, so help works, ls works, clear works, exit. Damn, okay, so terminal is almost like a terminal, proper terminal. Calendar, very cool, looks basic obviously. The UI looks like Windows XP, I guess, or maybe another one, or 95. But the calendar works and we can actually add an event. Damn, that's cool. GPT 5.5 sucks. Yeah, pretty much so far. And then we've got clock. Yeah, pretty impressive. And start menu. We get a bunch of options, same options, sleep, restart, shut down. Imagine if I just hit shut down and just turn the computer off. Actually, let's see what happens. You ready? No way, look at that. OS mockup ready. It took, what did it took? 10 minutes? Jesus. 10 minutes. Let's open this bad boy and see. Ooh, okay. Okay, so this one is from GPT 5.5, the operating system. Let's zoom in a little bit. Terminal, let's close that, all of that. There are no icons, which is a shame, not even emojis, just boring numbers and characters. So we can click on the clock. I mean, the UI is broken here. It's all messed up. We can open the calendar. Pretty cool. The UI is not the best, but it's way more interesting than Opus 4.7. Can we make it bigger? We can. Smaller. Okay, it's not responsive. Minimize it. Yes, we can. We can bring it back. Pretty awesome. We have our file explorer, pretty nice. Grid doesn't work. Let's see, desktop. What is this screenshot? Okay, nice. Okay, so the right click works here. Let's actually go back. Okay, so in both of them, right click works. That's good. So color wise and theme wise, GPT wins, but again, it doesn't look good as well. It's just too much purple, too many gradients. Let's have a look at terminal. Okay, so we've got ls. Yeah, nice, clear, and exit. Okay, exit command not found. That's a shame. So we clock. We've got clock as well. Notes. See if we can save the note. Yeah, saves the node. Browser. Okay, so Opus didn't create a browser. Imagine if it worked. Okay, so it doesn't work. Okay, so just a browser to browse the operating system. It's a little bit weird. And then the photos. Okay, so our gallery, settings, dark theme. Oh, that's cool. So you can change the theme. We can turn the notification on. It's a little bit more comprehensive compared to Opus 4.7, for sure. I think this one is better, although it just looks like trash, but it's a little bit better than Opus. Hey, I want you to design an authentication flow, please. You can use basic HTML and JavaScript if you like, and please, in each step, add a note what this step is for. Call out any potential edge cases as well, something that we should pay attention to when actually developing it. So let's send this off. Send the same prompt to Opus 4.7. We've got our authentication flow designs returned. This is Opus 4.7. So this describes all the steps. So user lands on login page, client-side validation. It actually describes all the edge cases, deep link case, existing valid session cookie, browser autofill, authentication login, credentials, decision credentials. And this is the form, I guess. Okay, so the email doesn't look right. That's correct. Password must be 8 characters. Verification, invalid email, password. Okay, cool. So this one is Opus 4.7. I don't like the UI, it's terrible, but it communicates what it needs to communicate. Now, this one looks way better. This is GPT 5.5. We get a tabbing system here, so we can actually click and it highlights the different steps. So sign in, and it only highlights the cards that are part of the sign in. Yeah, pretty cool. Edge cases, deep links, pretty similar to Opus 4.7. It's less comprehensive. So there's more information that Opus actually gave us. GPT 5.5, it's very generic, but it works. I think for a UX exploration, that could probably work. And yeah, this is pretty good. I like obviously how it's laid out, the visuals, and so on. I would appreciate more edge cases or more context behind them, but it's pretty nice. The thing that is missing from here, or am I just being blind? We don't see the form at all. So it just outlines the flow itself without the example. Whereas you guys remember, this one obviously outlines everything, but we also get the form. It looks like crap, but we get the form. We can test it. So, okay guys, super short, a few tests just quickly to get it out. Let me know if you got access to 5.5. What do you think in terms of UI generation? I mean, it's okay. It's probably on the same level as Opus 4.6, in my opinion. Opus 4.7 still wins for me, at least, when it comes to probably anything that I'm going to be doing. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the videos, just hit like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Thank you.